I'm going to slice the bread. I'm just going to put that solid to one side. Bear with me.
Matthew making an appearance.
My glamorous assistant is actually helping now. Do you want to slice it? You want me to slice it, darling?
Yeah.
I'm going to slice it. So, this bread, lovely homemade bread.
Zoomed in on your face.
I'm just going to... look at that. Matt's going to get really annoyed with how I'm slicing this.
That's fine. Sharp knife. Watch your fingers.
Watch my fingers. So I'm just going to bring this board up.
What bread is that?
Oh, let me just double check.
You didn't explain.
Betty's.
No, I didn't. I didn't explain. What bread is that? Matt, which bread is this?
Baba bread.
Hopefully one of our chefs
Baba
will text
bread.
us in a minute. It's baba bread, that's what it is. No, it's a lovely rye bread, I believe, so it should go perfectly well with the lobster thermidor. I mean, we might have a little bit now while we're just waiting. Bear with me 1 second. So, Taylor, don't look at the mess over here, because it's all in the sink, but can we just have a little zoom in on the bread, please?
Very well designed.
Yeah, I know, look at that, nice and fluffy. Do you want to try a bit, Matt?
Yeah. Come on.
Right, now because we haven't got much time with you and we don't want to leave, it's a Friday night, so we don't want to kind of like take too much of your night away. Matt said, instead of me like waiting for the starters to finish, Matt's like told me to kind of like crack on with the main, so that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm not very good multitasking, so you're going to have to bear with me. So starters are in. Just imagine you're having a nice glass of fizz or wine and you're waiting for those to go in. Now, you can wait until your starters are finished and then you can do your mains because it doesn't take too long. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to start mains now. So, yet again, another tray that you get, so you don't have to worry. These trays can be great as well because they can be reused. So, we've got the glazed pork tomahawk and we've also got golden beetroot tortellini. Now, I've got 2 pans on because I've got one for starter and one for mains. So first of all, we're going to go for the glazed pork tomahawk. Preheat the oven, already done that. Remove the pork tomahawk and the potato terrine, which is bags 10 and 11. Thank you, Matthew. We'll just put that bread there a minute because we're going to put it all out to show you when it's all done what you actually get. That is the number 11 as well, so that's the potato. And then, let me just double check. So remove the pork tomahawk and the potato terrine from the bags and place it in the provided foil tray. Place the tray in the oven for 10 minutes. Remove the foil from the oven, foil tray from the oven carefully, turn the pork over, place back in the oven for another 10 minutes. So Matt, you're gonna be my timer. Fantastic, okay. So, I'll just get this now. Like I said, it's all labelled up for you. Make sure you get all of that lovely juice in there. Okey-doke. And then we're going to go for the potato. Right, so that's one bit. So we're going to put that in for 10 minutes and we're going to turn the pork tomahawk over. There we go. God, this is easy. Right, so I'm going to pop that in. Alexa, what's left on the timer, please?
You have 5 minutes.
5 minutes left on the timer for the starters, guys, which is great. So, Matt, would you mind setting another timer on your phone, please? Just for 10 minutes, and then the tomahawk needs to swap over. So while that's doing, we're going to, obviously the accompaniments for the tomahawk are the chard and the apple cream. So it's number, I can hear voices.
Let him come down. Let him be in the video.
So just put number 12 to one side for the moment because that doesn't need to go in until the pork gets turned over. So that's going to go to one side, as is the cream. So these two are going to go in after that 10-minute mark for the pork when we flip it over. So that's all good. So yeah, your mains take about 20 minutes just to heat, which is great, and then your accompaniments about 10 minutes.
I.H. Newman asked, who's eating the bread?
Obviously it's Matthew eating the bread. It's really good bread. And then really lovely. We do our own butters at Babber. So this is a flavoured butter, which is fantastic.
What flavour is the butter?
Bear with me 1 second. Can you go on Instagram? We're really bad, aren't we, at this? To be fair, we've been homeschooling all week a 14-year-old and a 3-year-old for preschool, so, you know, we're trying our best and running a full-time business and trying to, like...
You just told me to go in my corner and say, sit there for a day.
Taylor pass. Matt's going on to it now. That's some feedback for our team. It would be very good to maybe just have the menu in full. There you go.
We should probably not menu.
I'm going to try a bit of this bread anyway while Matt's finding the menu on Instagram. Oh, I think it's Matt. Really good.
I think we need to have a bit of Matt in the video.
It's not enough for him. Caramelised onion.
Caramelised onion.
Wow.
Absolutely delicious, guys. So, bringing me back to like butters of Babber, we do all our own butters. So we do beetroot butter, caramelised onion butter, smoked butter. Matt, I think it's really, the reason we do that is it's lovely to have a salted butter, but if you've got a really lovely menu and you want to pick out the flavours of it, it's really good to speak to our chefs and kind of go what will work with it. And also it's a bit of a showstopper at the beginning of your meal. Everyone always says, you know, you finish on dessert. You finish on dessert and that's what people remember, but I think if you give them a lovely bread and lovely butters to begin with, you wow them from the offset, really.
Louisiana have said, now we have seen Ashley in the kitchen, can we see a video of Matt in the office? That'd be...
No.
That's never going to happen.
That'd be class, that.
Okay, so we're on with the pork.
Matthew Ballott's in the books.
The other dish that we're doing for main is our golden beetroot tortellini. So I filled the saucepan, like I said. Tortellini needs to go in water for about 15 minutes. Would you say about 5 minutes has passed since the pork's been in? So we're going to put that in for 15 minutes now.
What's tortellini?
Pasta.
Pasta.
For anyone that doesn't know.
So tortellini is pasta. I love pasta. We've actually made our own tortellini as well, so it's all kind of like good on that sense. I'm trying to top that one up a little bit. Okay. Matt just keeps throwing stuff over Taylor's shoulder. It's so distracting. So I'm really sorry.
I put my hand up next time so it smacks back in his face.
So the tortellini, fantastic. So I've placed number 14, which is the tortellini, in the bag for 15 minutes. After the tortellini has boiled for 5 minutes, add the bags of beetroot and kale. So I'm just going to find number 15 and 16. 16 is there. Ooh, fantastic. Those two there. We're going to leave those again to one side, which is great.
That's on top of the lobster.
That's the top of the lobster. Matt's already got it all out for me. Fantastic. And then
I wish you'd help me like that.
what are these, Matt? So I'm just checking. Yeah, and then I've got a horseradish cream, which is number 17 I'm looking for. Okay, so these are the ones that are going with my going in like 5 minutes time. And then that's for the top of my lobster, which I'm just going to leave there. Sorry about the mess. Obviously, I'm not a chef. Matt is cleaning down as we speak. What's that for?
Pudding.
Pudding. Okay. Have you cut the tops off?
No, Sean couldn't say he was backpacker.
Oh. Okay. Brilliant. So we are... Alexa, what's left on the timer, please?
You have 10 seconds left.
10 seconds. That's good timing. So we are going to plate up the starters, guys. And maybe try them as well. I am just checking what number 8 goes to. That's the walnut jam and
10 seconds. It's your 0 to 60 speed.
9 and 7. That's for the top of the lobster. That's for the top of the souffle. Okay, do you think that's about ready, Matt, would you say?
Yeah.
Now, obviously the bags are going to be a bit hot when they come out.
Shall we give the viewers a close look of it?
If Taylor wants, look, Taylor's getting a little bit, you know, into this videoing now, so he wants to come and...
See how
We're not going to
easy-
drink all that wine tonight. Hopefully not. Okay. Right, so we're going to plate up, guys. I'm going to try and plate up over here. So, we have got, this is for our lobster. That's to go in a minute, isn't it? Put those to one side. And this is for our cheese souffle. Okay.
Nice plates.
They are nice plates. All at Baba Ganoush. Okay, I'm going to get the cheese souffle first. Maybe, no, I'm going to leave that a minute. Yeah, so like I said, this is going to be extremely hot when it comes out. So it's not hot at the top, but it is going to be hot underneath. So,
Hot with me.
Nice one, Matt.
right, so this is your lobster. It's actually a very, lobster thermidor, actually a really generous portion. Get all that lovely lobster there.
Butter poached.
And then Matt is gonna, Matt, why don't you come round this way?
You camera shy.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is the crumb to go on top. Do I just sprinkle on? Oh God, okay.
No pressure.
Now I'm not quite sure how much I put on of this, but oh, look at that. I'm actually quite excited now for this. Matt, would you say that's enough? Right?
It's almost as good as my exam results.
So I'm just going to quickly just wash my hands of that crumb. And then the salad that I put to one side before, I'm just going to...
I.H.
Toss it.
Newman asked, that's 2 portions, yes.
no, it's actually one portion.
Yorkshire portion.
It's a Yorkshire portion, that's what we do at Baba Ganoush. Right, so I'm just going to put the side salad there. It's a nice citrusy salad. All the juices. And I'm going to plate up the souffle.
Nicely
So
done.
that's okay, Matt? So this is the souffle, guys, coming out of the oven. So like I said, this has all been cooked, so this is heating instructions. Right, I'm just gonna get 1 second. Now, here we go. Now we're gonna plate up, it's okay, just pull it to one side. We're gonna plate up the souffle with the side salads. So we've got for, this is the lobster thermidor with the crumb and then the side salad, and Matt's put a little bit of bread with that. Then for the goat cheese souffle, we've got the walnut jam, number 8. Then we've got the celery, candied celery, number 7. Then we've got bitter leaves, 9.
Matt's apparently gone in early to taste.
Has he? Has he tried it already?
Has
I've
been,
not
though.
seen. Okay, Matt. Matt knows, obviously I'm not a chef, so I'm not very good at plating up. What would you do first? So
I put it in that bowl.
right. And is it, there we go. And then we're going to put the candied
What
celery.
happened to Ash being in the kitchen?
Well, yeah, I know. And then toss that.
Well,
Put that in it.
I won't toss it, but you can nicely touch it.
Okay. And what do I do with this afterwards?
I'll show you.
Okay. Do you want to come around this way? Right.
Way.
This is what happens in our kitchen. Can I just show you how nice that looks?
Well done, Matthew.
And then Matt is gonna.
Why don't you do that?
Where do you want it? Do you want it like on the off the side?
We'll put a little dollop of this on.
Okay. Now we're getting coffee. Oh, look at that.